Oh, my 3 in a row. Do you have cool flower patterns? It's a very cool pattern. You love politics? Glad someone does. I don't. I used to care about politics. And like politics. And then I stopped. And I became a happier person because of it. I had 3 in a row. What's it looking? Oh, you like politics? Name every politician. Ooh, every politician. What is every politician.github.io? Why is there a CSV for every... I should be surprised. Why would I go for that? Oh, come on, after all the other caps. After all the other waves, I died to that. Take a break from that for now. Nope. Yeah, I'll give it that. At the very least, the snails are the snails are as they are. Also, Gypsum for Puppet Dance. I was looking because it was like, oh, defense Yorigami would have been so good for Remy, or for Remy's Remy specifically. And I looked and I was like, you know who else is extraordinarily good for that Remy? Defense Stormy. Completely walls that thing. Like, I did a little bit of Calyx at level 24. I'm taking, like, 20% max. I don't have good damage in return, but I do at least outdamage it. I wish I got the Aaron encounter. One of these years in Touhou, I'll get to play with Aaron. Isn't Extra Yamame the super bulky Poison Light? Or am I thinking of, like, Defense Yamame? Because the Poison Light Yamame is what I used in my first run, I remember. You're right, hahaha. I remember I threw, like, Absorber on that thing, and it just went off. It is so unbelievably slow. Also, if I get Changeling before Remy, you know who learns Changeling? Defense Stormy. You know who else learns it? Extra Wriggle. I am so ready for that. Lead Extra Wriggle, Changeling into Defense Stormy, tank the hit, Changeling on the attack, take another hit, because that's just what she does, Changeling into Wriggle, get the damage boost. Outspeed most things with Wriggle, click Changeling while it's boosted, switch back into the Dormy, rinse, repeat. Get some food rations for that Dormy, it'll never die. The thing about Pokemon Formula is, I grew up with it. I really liked Pokemon when I was younger. And then from when I was like 14 to like 20, I always have liked VGC competitive Pokemon, but like I really didn't care for Pokemon much, like just as a whole. And then eventually, like, I started really liking it again. I think the thing about the Pokemon formula that I've grown to like, though, is like separate from VGC, which is very different than like how normal Pokemon feels and plays. It's like I find it a really happy accident that it works really well with like hardcore Nuzlocke. Like Nuzlocke have existed for a while, but I've always had like some I always liked them, but I never like really liked them. And then the hardcore Nuzlocke really. Especially with the oh my goodness, Bumper. Especially with the existence of, like, Pokemon Run and Bun really made me look at this and be like, holy moly. Like, you can make good things with this. Like, regular Pokemon is really child-friendly. And you reach a point where I'm like, okay, like, I could do challenge runs in this, but I don't really care to do a challenge run in, like, Fire Red anymore. Okay, I know the ins and I know how to break that. But, like, some of these, like, ROM hacks, like Run and Bun, I'm gonna always repeat that, because... it's a whole different can of worms. I've commented before what I like in, like, Labyrinth's stuff is, like, the boss fight planning. Like, sitting there planning for something, you know, treating it as if it's a puzzle and figuring out how to solve the puzzle. And I find that a bit in the Hardcore Nuzlocke, which I quite like. But I've had to get into that mindset to really start to like that sort of Pokemon. Again, I like VGC competitive Pokemon, but that's so... I'm just looking at a spreadsheet. Depends on the game, right? And what you've got. Like, in Puppet Dance, like, maybe I'll spend 20 minutes in solving a fight. Some of these fights might take me a while. I don't know. But if we want to use the Pokemon Run and Bun that I love to keep using, so I'm going to bring that one up again. I mean, there are people that sit there on fights for 3 hours planning for it. I love that. I love the people who sit there for 2 hours planning a fight, only to realize it won't work and have to completely replan it. I think that might be why I liked Persona and some SMT stuff. Because it has it has the similarities with, like, almost team building and, like, making the demons and or your, like, personas on characters. Pokemon encourages you to stick to one team, switching up is a bit of an ass. That's what I don't like in, like, most RPGs, though. Like, I hate that in regular Pokemon. That's why I like what they do in Run and Bun, where it's like, okay, here's infinite rare candies. Like, level cap candies. It actually won't let you level past the level cap. Here's this. It's really easy to pivot between teams. That's why I like in runs like this, where I'm just, like, adding in the candies, so I'm not paining myself in the ass to switch my party up. But I've always had that issue in some... The SMT games, not quite as much. The SMT games is usually pretty good, where it's not as relevant that you're playing to exactly what you need to do on fights. You can kind of, like, every new area get kind of the new demons, and they're appropriate enough leveled that, like, it's fine. So the SMT does break away from that a little bit. But, I mean, that's one of my biggest complaints about Labyrinth. It's probably my biggest complaint about Labyrinth. Why was that there? And that's not saying I don't like Labyrinth. It's one of my favorite games. Labyrinth 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games of all time, but... especially as you get later in the game, it's like, it's so... it's so discouraging to, like, switch your team up. And that is 100% a complaint I've had with Pokemon. It's just like, oh, here's this late game Pokemon. Oh, that's so cool. Man, I want to use this guy. Do I want to sit here for 3 hours? Like, especially in real time back before I played with emulator speed up. It's like, do I want to sit here for 3 hours grinding up this fucking Magikarp? Not really. So you just kind of, you just kind of end up using the same few Pokemon. Like, I feel like the shared EXP that modern Pokemon has helps that out a little bit, but it's like, wow, the Elite Four is level, like, 60s. I want to get some Pokemon, you know, up to an appropriate level. Huh, do I really want to level up this level 30? Not really. Is it hard to grind? Yep, that is 100% true. But the SMT games do help the demon acquisition. And, like, you're generally juggling your parties around. You're constantly getting new demons in. And I would argue oftentimes it's less about the demon and more about the kits you put on them. And also in, like, SMT, like, an additional level doesn't do a ton at times. Like, it can, but, like, even getting levels in the SMT games is not, like, that much to it. It's so much more about, like, how you play with it. Which, it requires a game that's that difficult in order to, like, you know, force that out of you. Or again, like, vanilla Pokemon's not going to do that, right? But kind of the nature of how gym leaders are in Pokemon, it's like, it's very, very newcomer friendly. It's like, okay, here's this guy, here's the type of Pokemon they use. Now, you know, find the one thing that counters that. Oh, great, you grabbed your water type for Brock, congratulations. You grabbed your grass type for Misty, congrats. So, like, it's a lot easier. The vanilla Pokemon games are a lot easier to play really well with, or play really well at. Because, like, what you want to do is pretty straightforward, where something like SMT is like, you know, you really gotta play the moment, and you gotta, there's a lot more problems going on. Bumper. Like, I like in, like, Artificial Dream in Arcadia. It's like, a lot of the game, it's like, I'm kind of varying up what I'm using a bit. But, like, I'm not too... like, I'm generally using a pretty samey type of build. Like, I'm mixing it up a little bit here or there. I'm generally keeping a lot of, like, similar ideas. And then I get to Shinky, and it's like, I might as well just go jump off a cliff and, like, figure out what the fuck I'm trying to do here in this fight. Like, that Shinky fight is like, you need a hyper specialization if you want to take care of that. That's why I like the puzzle-solving nature of, like, a lot of games, where it's like, hey, using my synergies to work well together. Crazy. How do I answer? It's like, for example, in Labby, right? You got the triple orb fight. Hey, how am I going to go about handling this? You actually have a few different options, but you have to pick something. You have to like specialize towards something and be like, how am I going to treat this fight, right? You can't just throw good stuff at it. Like, a lot of the more traditional JRPGs and stuff, you can often just grab your quote-unquote good stuff team. Like, not even just Pokemon, but, like, a lot of them in general. It's like, you just kind of grab your quote-unquote good stuff, and it just kind of works through most things, because there's very few things that are hyper-specialized. And if they're usually the most annoying fights in the game because of how difficult the games make it to hyper-specialize. Like in Devil of Decline, I like that because you can really pivot your Shikigamis, which is most of what you're fighting with, to what you need. And leveling them up is a little annoying, but it's not that bad. Much better than like leveling up in a lot of games if you need to get your moves. As hey, there's a nice level of depth here. I really like the ideas. That's what I'm enjoying about this puppet dance right now, too. Because when I was playing through the vanilla puppet dance, I did enjoy that, but, like, I'm keeping a lot of the same thing, because grinding up new party members is a pain in the ass. Why are you like this? But, like, right now, it's like everything, because... And also in vanilla, I'm letting people die. It's fine. I'll get them back after the fight. But, like, in this, I'm a lot more... okay, what do I need for this? What do I need for that? How do I counter this as best as I can? And I think it really utilizes the stance changing in Puppet Dance well. I really like that mechanic, but in the regular playthroughs, it's good, but it feels a little limited. But in this, I feel like there's a lot more, like, thought behind it. And not as much as I said, like, good stuff build, where you just kind of, like, throw some things that work pretty well together and say, let it rip. Like, how do I handle this? How do I deal with the fact that Remy's Mei Ling is going to want to click Changeling on me, but if I grab one of my Dark types for it, she's just going to fucking click her fighting skills on me. Pretty basic idea, but... The Keiki fight could be a problem, but I'm a lot less concerned about Keiki than I am about the 3 director fights. Pivot build the game lets you. That's what I like. Is like when the games lets you pivot, when you kind of have to pivot build to like play to the moment, like but you have the but like the game lets you without really making it hard. I'm looking at, like, Labyrinth of Touhou that's not, like, post-game. Like, post-game Labby's kind of a pain in the ass to change builds. To, like, switch who you're using. Which is annoying. But, like, the early and mid-game is... You can do that pretty well. Well, bumpering big crop. Can I talk about how Bumper Crop in Lost Branch of Legend has Sinai? There's the Bumper Crop card. It has Sinai on the picture. I'm like, this is literally Minoriko. It's unbelievable. Sensing sweet potato discrimination. I think a pretty good example of a really solid gameplay depth is also Meat and Fuck Kingdom. Thanks for the good luck, bug. Appreciate it. Okay, Hina. Give it to me. Why do I... Well, I should have died. I should be dead. Well, Hagni is the bane of my existence. It's not actually, but... And Hina's the only one that's poison nether. Are the other three Hinas all different types? How many puppets do that? I don't feel like that most of them do that. Like, maybe they gain a new type, but... Like, if it's a monotype of 4. Like, Okina's Void and then switches types when she, like, style changes, but... I mark that as kind of an exception. It's not poison, it's just because poison dark and he uses poison fire. Interesting. How many puppets, like, don't have the same type, don't have a style change with the same type as the base form? Like I said, I can think of Okina. I'm not counting a monotype gaining a new type, like a water type becoming like water light or something. Like a single type either becoming completely different or like a dual type losing a type. Oh yeah, Patchy does start Mono Void as well. She's almost in the Okina category as well. That was loud. Frick. Who turned the... Who turned the buzzer on the dryer on? How dare they? You make my dryer? Maybe. Ooh, I could make my way through that one. Like, I turned the buzzer off forever ago. Someone must have turned it back on. By the power of homing. Also, I have realized that extra Kurumi gets Tailwind at level 70. So we're so back. Also, I'm really disappointed that neither Mai nor Satono get Tailwind. That was a 14-second kill, was it not? Or is that like the super early 14-second kill? What cohort are you wanting from fishing / waterways? What question are you asking here? I don't understand the question. Ooh, panic. Oh, you're asking about Puppet Dance? I have no clue about any of that. I have not looked at... long-term encounter shenanigans. Terrible line. But are there unique water encounters? I didn't think there was. Does not have water encounters yet. What are these waterways you're talking about? Nice Peerless Wind God, by the way. Well, that's the thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure Puppet Dance doesn't have water encounters, so I'm like, what are you talking about? That's what I'm not sure. Fishing? I don't believe there's fishing. It's been a year since I played Puppet Dance fully, but... I could be mistaken. I say I've played the old Puppet Play before. I never beat it. I played like a little bit. But that was back before I knew most Touhou characters. So I ended up just not actually playing much. I mean, I know there are people who have like ROM hacked the Touhou mons, which are like some of the actual Pokemon games as well, with just like the whole Touhou cast. I think it uses Puppet Dance, like Pokedex or Puppet Dex, but they might have some changes in there. Yeah, but I know there are more modern-made Touhoumons, like since Puppet Dance. Like I know Touhoumon does predate it, but I'm talking about like more modern. I don't know if there's any like they're like super new, but like to be fair, the OG Puppet Dance came out a while ago. What? I guess he got far enough to the right that his attack was so vertical. Terrible. Terrible. Okay, you don't have to move that far to the left. Go up Divining the Crop right now. World's least sketchy Taurus. Get to kiss your Konko. Oh, really? I just didn't tap in time. Oh, run. You know the best part about this 8 miss too? It capped Hydro Camouflage, Hina Final, Peerless Wind God, and Momiji and Divine Virtues. So it capped, like, in my opinion, like the hardest parts of the game. And it also capped Taurus. Pretty good. Pretty good. Score unbelievable. Should probably retire. Yeah, there are more recent Touhoumons. You see this, like Heart Gold Touhoumon, released in 2021. It's been recently updated as of 2023. So they're the more recent Touhoumons. Fell on her ass. Is that true? She killed me with non-4. She gave me a relatively simple Divine Virtues. And by simple, there was no disgusting macro or micro I had to do on it. It's honestly relatively quite tame Divine Virtues. Will we take those? I got up to turn off the fan in my room. And I need my desk. TPDP dev team is not involved with TPDP's disgruntled. Yeah, because they stopped forever ago, right? Like, Extended is a whole different group of people, right? Like, I'm actually, like... Were they even part of Shard of Dreams? The original dev team? Like, I know that original dev team made the... what game is it called? That's fucking dead, I know, rip. So they made the one, like, Touhou Carnival game, right? It's a kind of like a weird, like, pseudo-rhythm type game with all, like, the mini-games. Like, there's the Chino Freezing Frogs. Yeah, I know that one off the top of my head. There's, like, the Four-of-a-Kind Flan, like, marching game. I want to say it's, like... I forget the name of it, though. I could find it if I tried to look for it, but... I'm kind of in the middle of bumper crop. Minoriko tastes like baked potato. Sweet potato, to be precise. And maybe? I don't know, why don't you go try? I think it looks like Dated Shard of Dreams, that's expansion, okay. Like, I knew Extended wasn't done by them, but I wasn't sure about Shard of Dreams. What is this game called? That I'm thinking of. that I know they did, because it's like the same art style. You can really tell. Hmm. I know where to look to find the name of this. Stuff. It's a shame he's no longer working on stuff. Hold on, I will find the name of this. I will scroll through this enough. Might take a minute, I apologize, but I must find the name of this game. It's the one other game I know the group that makes Puppetings made, and it's very obvious because it looks so... It has the same exact art. Hmm. Touhou Rhythm Carnival. That's what it is. Yep. That's the one other game I know off the top of my head that they make. Oh, Rhythm Carnival Summer. I think Ashspray played it at some point. Actually, I think he's played it multiple times, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about that. Like, the game totally predates Puppet Dance by a while, but like you can just tell by the character design it's made by the same people. I mean, it's a cute looking game from what I've seen. Maybe I'll play it at some point. But that looks like a type of game that I play like once, maybe twice, on stream. So I'm hesitant about like actually playing it. Who knows, maybe after the Aya games, before I go to something else, I'll play that. Now that I think about it, maybe I actually will do that. Where's Misty's Izakaya 2? Oh yeah. That at some point too. Maybe I'll play the Great Great Fairies Flippin' Floppin' Flappin' Floopin' Adventure at some point too. Get all the hop sprites in. I think that's a good time. If I'm not mistaken, all the hop emotes that I have are all from that game. I'm pretty sure. Ack, a human! Oh, I doubled back too much. I need to go up and then left. Why has nobody procured together a Danganronpa Touhou game? Or maybe I should say that the other way around, but... Where's my Touhou characters killing each other? In murder mystery style. Oh no, Chirno's dead. Who's the culprit? We wanted VR chat forever ago. I don't know if I'm amazed or scared. Ooh, you can kill that in 1.5 ways if you get her if you follow the movement properly. You can't necessarily always do that, but that's interesting. Sega, she would never. Oh no, guys, who killed the fortune teller? Oh, it could have been anyone. Oh, we're gonna have to figure this one out, guys. I fucking hate that so much. Rainbow, if you did more damage, I would not have an issue with that first fairy. Sometimes she just goes really high, and it's great. It's like all you could ever want, like. Who would win a fight? I say Suika Reimu or this Reimu? This one. Ah, yeah. Oh, I tapped at the last second, and there was a nice hole up to the right. I just couldn't hit it. Kageyama, I swear, you're changing your color like every other day. It's confusing me. Enjoying the room? No, you have a set color. At least basically everyone does. I feel like you're the one who's always different. Another Peerless Wind Gut Cap. Alan, have you found the Hydro Camouflage safe spot yet? Really? Homing is betraying me right now? No, unfortunately. What good are you for me then, anyway? Ugh. You found it? Nice. around the balls? I didn't think of that. I'll say, go around the balls is unique, because most people just, you will use that emote and just say, just dodge it. I think just go around the balls is a bit different. H is for. What is the H for? Kageyama. Huh? It's like a pronunciation of, oh, it's Kageyama. Like the H is kind of a, you gotta really accentuate the huh. Sanai, my beloved. Lol. Unbelievable. Jarvis, can we ban all lollers in my chat? SMH. You notice the red dot on her shirt? I know, it's because she's racist towards Japanese people. Kidding my own people, yeah. Neat. Oh, that was disgusting. I need to go off right, but I was concerned that that would leave me trapped. Or that had me run into the previous bullets. Oku third eye. Can you go give it to Sanai for a bit? Speaking of Kaneko, hello! Who is the most racist Touhou character that is not Reimu or Sanai? Because we can make haha funny, you know, they kill, you know, a bunch of yokai. Who's next on that list? Would it be Tenchi? I don't know if she has much of a good opinion on yokai. Junko. True, I didn't think about Junko. Yeah. Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. Don't forget to not die to non-4. Not that I would ever do that. Ooh, that was a little tight. 99.4. Yeah, I would never do that. I definitely did not do that earlier in my run. Sick forced micros. Good fucking grief, Kaneko. What was that, girl? That's a perfect Kaneko. Which part? Wave 3. I guess it was technically wave 6. You have 2 runs in a row with a perfect divine. You know, you want to know something that's really funny? I have now had an 8 miss and a 5 miss today. Both runs capped Taurus, Divine Virtues, Momiji, and, Peerless Wind God. Proof that they're the easiest attacks in the game. Yeah, I just missed my right input. I had my right input, and when I went to press it, it's like I just didn't press it, and I was like, I didn't press right, and then I died because I didn't press right when I need to press right on the Mentos. No, the death was just entirely my fault of, like... The Mentos death was not because she trapped me, it was because I just completely whiffed my input. I just completely was like, do I go right here? when I definitely go right, because I always do that. And I was like, What if I did? Tapping all hard parts. Well, that's proof that those parts aren't actually hard, and that the rest of the game is what's hard. Were there any common deaths across the 3 runs? Route across. My first route across death was kind of unfortunate, but the second one was really just me fumbling the bag. How ridiculous. What insolence. Would you guys eat her sweet potato, if you know what I mean? Nice. Gray enough items there. Which probably so. I just need to stop playing so middle on Ogane. Ooh, I need to do a left-right. Or a right-left, excuse me. But he's been in the case, just in case it's the last time I play it. Hate to break it, but it's very likely it's gonna be a while till I play it for my quote-quote last time. Human. Imagine the Tori wasn't a weasel. I played a little too close to that fairy, you know, now that I think about it. Spells harder. Yeah, it really goes to show that there's variation in Touhou, and you can just never predict what's gonna happen. I do generally wonder at time which one I would say is harder between Exiled Doll and the other one, Hydro Camo. You're harder? I'm pretty flaccid right now, hate to break it to you. So in fact, no, I am not. Hina fan? I mean, I like Hina. I've never really called myself a Hina fan. Perfect Stage 3, not bad, not bad. By not bad, I'd say pretty good. Perfect Stage 4, where you at? Question mark? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Holy moly, I didn't die to first waterfall. We're so back. Okay, second hard stage. You say stage 3? Because I would disagree with you there. I guess the question is, do you count stage, just the stage, or the boss as well? Oh, I saw the up input too late. I got bubble. Okay, stage versus everything else tied together. Okay. We must get score. But we must also gray out the score. It is very important that you score, but it's also very important that you gray out some of it. Fuck me, I'm just playing so fast on this spell. I don't need to move that much. Like, it's just a simple up and to the right. Okay, that's double. So across the Bane of today, 4 deaths across 3 runs, SMH. Excuse you. It's like my controls unit moving faster. Damn, I didn't think about that. Nice, I like when I can actually push you into the corner. Although I didn't actually damage it enough early. Ooh, disgusting. There was a micro there, but... Okay, surely the homing doesn't betray me this time. Slightly to the right. Zune making stage 4. Yeah, this Momiji's perfectly fine. I see no issues with it. Zune making stage 5. Whoa, this stage portion's too much. We gotta calm this stage down a little bit. Eep! Certified Moses enjoyer. Do not like this part. Oh, fuck, go away! The transition into it's always awkward. The fairy lives longer than it should. It's like, oh, it should be fine at this point. There's always just an awkward wave to stress you out. That knot is so unbelievably stressful. Why do you have to go that far to the left? I want to deal damage to you. of Divining They Crop. Ah, I hate that window. Oh, you do the ugly gap sometimes, Kaneko. Again! Again with that one! I despise that. What killed me on it earlier is that same gap twice? In a row, girl? First horse death of the day, it's Jover. Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. You got the window. PB was out of the window after stage 4. That was a little too tight on that one. I double tapped left, but I missed my second tap. No, I didn't want to beat you to the left. Oh, I didn't think about that. Now she's going to go to the right because of positions. And I've got to go another wave. You know, I died like 3 times to Aya. I also died to Momiji as well. Frisked that one a little too much. Oh my gosh, I said Frisk? Dude, what a good Undertale reference. But I just completely misaligned it. Oh well. We take those.